I think it's pretty evident that gaming has kind of taken a pretty drastic turn from what it originally was to what we know as today, as a modern gaming space. You know, playing video games has always been a part of my life. I've always had like those Go Diego Go VTEX game. I was really lucky to have those. Some of the like the PC ROM learning games, the Leapfrog games. I played those too. I kind of had access to those, and I was very fortunate and very lucky as a kid. And then kind of growing older, my older cousins, when they had their own like little PCs and things like that, they would play on Newgrounds, Crush the Castle, what else? Like the Cartoon Network Flash games, games like that. Happy Wheels, Happy Wheels was insane. I don't know if you guys remember, but in elementary school they had these like Starfall games. I would play those. That was awesome. Those are like my favorite days when we get to play the Starfall games. Even on the old Disney DVDs, you would have like the Magic Carpet Ride game for Aladdin. There was a Lion King game also, kind of similar concept. You would go down a cave or something with Timon and Pumbaa. I've just been playing video games as long as I can remember. When I got a little bit older and when we started getting a little bit more fortunate, the Wii was incredible, and I am incredibly lucky to be able to say I had those when they were popping back in 2010. It was wild. There's a pretty interesting story behind how I got my Wii. I won't really get into it, but it was incredible. It was fun. Those games were fun. They were made with passion and with hard work, and they were made with love. And you can really tell by the quality of the games that they were putting out. I mean, like Super Mario Galaxy was amazing. My father loved video games. We got a PlayStation, and he would play like the Scarface games. And I remember he'd let me play some of the older games also, like Crash Bandicoot on that one. My mom had an Xbox. Well, we had the Xbox, and my dad would play Red Dead Redemption, and I remember playing that as a kid, and it was beautiful. It was incredible. It changed my life. It really did. My mom would play like the Pac-Man 3D Pac-Man game. That was for the old Xbox though, the original Xbox. The quality of the games were just so incredible. The gaming companies, it was like growing. It was a spot where they didn't feel pressured to make these money grubbing games now, like we see nowadays. There was passion, and a lot of that passion is kind of gone. It's coming back, thankfully, with games like Warhammer. That's the newest. That's the newest one that's been blowing up recently. And it looks fantastic. It looks gorgeous. I haven't played it yet, but it looks amazing. But I mean, Activision, Sony, oh my God, Blizzard. A lot of their games lately have been subpar, I think, is the best word to describe all of them without kind of being too negative. But in reality, they've all been pretty terrible, game quality wise, and just the fact that these companies kind of want to suck all of the finances out of every single one of their player bases. Overwatch not really fixing any of their games like stuff. I haven't played in a while. I think the last hero I played before was I don't even remember their names. Jesus. It's not Ramatra. I remember playing Ramatra a lot. Anyways, these games, they just suck the money out of you now. Warzone, it was pretty fun, but now it's just every single new Call of Duty game is just pretty much an overhaul of Modern Warfare and Warzone. They don't care anymore. And it's really sad to see, because it's not just the people who love creating the games not being able to make the games anymore because of the suits, but it's us as a player base. I mean, we all came to those games to have fun and to enjoy the game, and to have fun, really. That's what it is. But now they're just, every single thing is just a credit card swipe, you know? Overwatch, the way that they're making their heroes, you have to buy them for the most part. A lot of people just buy them straight up, and then the grind is a little bit difficult. I don't really care anymore, so I haven't gone in a while. I don't know if it's still as abysmal as it was, but the drastic change within the gaming industry is pretty evident. Halo Reach was amazing. This story was incredible. I think that was the first video game where I realized how much of an incredible medium video games could be for storytelling and for writing and for pieces of art. I think that's what Halo Reach is. I think it's art, truth be told. And then to top it all off from the campaign with the multiplayer was immaculate, impeccable. It was amazing. Some of the best times in my life. And then YouTube was popping up around the same time. Well, I mean, a lot earlier, but I mean, those edits. I remember watching the Halo Reach zombie fan-made kind of videos. Oh, those were awesome. Creativity was at all-time peak. Forge was used so often, and I know I was kind of late to the Halo 3 party because I was playing Black Ops 2 back in the day, and Black Ops 2 is just, oh my god, that's some of the best times in my life. I haven't had a feeling like that in video games in a really long time, to be honest. It just doesn't hit the same way, and maybe it's because we're all kind of getting older. Maybe my tastes are getting a little bit different. I've kind of stepped away from the competitive like shooters to more laid back and chill experiences and things like that. Something I can come back home to and relax and not want to try really hard or get upset when I get killed in some odd ways. I'm trying to play Rainbow Six Siege again right now. It's tough. These people are good, and I came from a console family, and I just got this PC, and it's been difficult. The transition it's a pretty steep curve. Now, as I mentioned before, nowadays gaming companies mostly just see you as a number and a figure for income. Right. Now, that's not the case for all of the games. And recently, a new favorite of mine, From Software. That's how you make a game, man. That's how you make a game. You just put your passion into it, love and care, and don't care about the finances. Obviously, that's not going to happen for a lot of these companies, but From Software is doing a really good job in outputting consistently incredible gaming experiences with consistently incredible stories and consistently incredible mechanics and alterations and differences that really make them kind of stand out. They have a whole ass subgenre dedicated to them. Like, that's dedication, you know? I can't really think of any other gaming company that has that kind of notoriety. You know, like Call of Duty, you know, Battlefield, Halo, not even like, oh, this feels like Halo. I mean, I guess maybe it was Splitgate, but that was just kind of like a similar feeling. But it's not like what FromSoft has. I mean, oh, let's try this new game. It's a Souls-like. Oh, it's being compared to one of the top dogs right now. It's a Souls-like. That's different. But I think that we're going in a little bit of a right direction. As I said before, Elden Ring is consistently incredible, but also even like older games now. God, this must be like 1,000 years when it comes to, you know, video game. I mean, internet history. But Among Us was like kind of out of the blue, and it blew up because of probably the pandemic. But where was that before? Among Us, Helldivers 2, Pow World, who's being sued right now, I think. Who else? Warhammer, FromSoft, all these kind of smaller indie gaming companies, they're producing a lot better quality of video games than any of the, you know, AAA people are making. I was really excited for Black Ops 6, truth be told. I was hoping that they'd kind of return to something a little bit closer to what I remember, but unfortunately not. I'm still going to try it out. I have Game Pass, so I'm going to try it out first day. I haven't played any of the betas. I haven't really been excited for it like that. The zombies, I know they're changing quite a bit, and it's kind of the same as Warzone Zombies, what it was. I never played that either. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in maybe like 4 or 3 years. It's nuts, which is so sad because I was on Black Ops 2 every single day after school. You know, I would come back home from school as a little kid, and I'd want to go into those hardcore lobbies for search and destroy and just throw flashbangs on teams on my teammates, and it was amazing. I had a great time. I was pissing off all the older people. They'd come off out of work and try to hop into a nice, relaxing, hardcore search and destroy game just for a 6-year-old squeaker to come on there and start throwing flashbangs and stuff. Like, it's... Okay, I wasn't 6. I was a little bit older. But, I was young, and it was incredible. Some of the friends that I made were... It was something else. But I do have hope. I know there are other developers out there who really do care for their art craft, and they're trying to make something impactful, and that's what we need. I think it's really funny that Modern Warfare 3, I think it was it Modern Warfare 3? One of the Modern Warfares that recently came out, the one that launched alongside of Lethal Company, got outsold by a $10 game. Oh, the price tags! The price tags for some of these new games and consoles, why? Might as well buy a PC at that point. It's better. It's better. You can really make something better, especially with the new PlayStation 5 Pro being $700. No way. People are still barely getting their PS5s for $500 because of the scalping that you never really took care of, Sony. Speaking of which, Sony, give me my Bloodborne 2. Give me my Bloodborne remaster. Please, for the love of God, give me more Bloodborne. I need it. I need it. Instead of the next Bloodborne update, we're getting a fucking $700 console with no disc space. You can't stick a disc in it. I think it's more expensive for a disc or something like that. I don't know. This feels good. I think I'm gonna keep uploading like these little rant videos. This is nice. Game Freak, Activision, Ubisoft, Blizzard, 343. Guys, y'all need to get your shit together, cause your games fucking suck now. The majority of them suck. I feel really bad for the people who are consistently devoted to you guys and still paying the $70 for your shitty ass marketable fucking piece of shit video games. I feel bad for those people. But then sometimes I'm also like, guys, what the fuck? Stop giving money to these losers who keep selling you dog shit. Because that's what these games are. They're just dog shit. Anyways, thank God for Elden Ring. Thank God for Lethal Company. Thank God for Helldivers 2 when it was blowing up. Thank God for every other smaller gaming company who are actually trying to make beautiful landscapes and incredible experiences with sounds and sights and gaming mechanics that we've never seen before, in order to truly try to make something worthwhile rather than scalping the player base that they so desperately want to appease. Thank God for that. And thank God for you guys if you kind of stuck around and listened to me rant for this long. But that's about it. I just kind of wanted to hop on here and explain something. I'm going to hop back onto Rainbow Six Siege and try not to sell, pretty much. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Have a good one.